And now today.
Yes, friends, welcome to the Unbox It Today show. I'm your host, Vaidya, and I appreciate all of you, and especially because you were here the day before Thanksgiving. You are an amazing audience. You get a ring of the victory bell, and you know who else is amazing? My next guest, and let me tell you all about him, the incredible Swami S. Tirtha. He's a renowned spiritual teacher and healer with over 50 years, 50 years dedicated to holistic health and spiritual growth. And Lord knows right now, we need in this high-tech world, we need that high touch, don't we? He's guided by divine inspiration and transformation life events. He has taught meditation, Ayurveda, and written a #1 best-selling book. Swami Tirtha has trained with a Himalayan guru, spoken to the White House Health Group, and connected with shamans who affirmed his unique healing abilities. Recently, he has embraced the revolutionary light technology for age reversal and blending ancient wisdom with modern science. His talks share fun experiences for vibrant health, spiritual development, and deeper purpose. Experience profound breakthroughs in your life with Swami Tirtha. So without any further delay, let's talk to the one, the only, the super handsome, super talented, the one who walked up the Himalayas to school, uphill, both ways, in the snow, barefoot, the one, the only Swami Tirtha. Welcome to the show, Swami Tirtha. How are you doing today?
Oh, very well, Roger. Wonderful. Thank you for having me here. I'm honored.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much. And for everybody watching on the live to thrive, on the replay, you get to play again. But if you click the link below, you get to leave comments on the live. So make sure you grab that, and so you can engage with us live. So let's not delay any further. So Swami Tirtha, we've had a very interesting conversation prior to this, and I want to ask you, how did you get started in the spiritual holistic world?
Yeah, Raj, it's the core of who I am. That's a great question, because when I was about 6 years old, 7 years old, I began to have dreams at night, which were like telling me my future, that my parents would leave. I'd have other parents, multiple sets of parents. Very weird, very troubling.
Oh.
And back, this was in the 60s, Raj. So there was nothing that supported that. Like today, there was no yoga even, let alone holistic and mindset. And I had recurring, the dream was recurring.
Right.
And about 10 years later, my parents were in a car accident and they passed. And different sets of parents took care of us. And thank you. After the grieving, though, and here's the where the question is answered.
Yeah.
I started to say, well, it's not possible that somebody could talk to you. And it's not possible somebody could know the future. This is 1960. The Beatles just went to India to meditate.
Yes,
That's all we knew about all this stuff.
Yep.
So here I am on my own, and I went to a college lecture on meditation, and I was like a dry sponge, Raj. Was like, oh yeah, that's it, ESP, and who knew? But it was like everything, and I changed my life to a spiritual life. I went and became a meditation teacher, a yoga teacher back in '76, and that kicked it off. And from that, I found about a decade later, I added Ayurvedic healing from India, also from India, and then it just kept going. Every pivot in my life was an invitation from God. For me, I call God. Whatever you call it is fine with me too.
Yeah.
But I always had an invitation, and it was such a clear one, and it was such a wanted. It was like a dry sponge, as I said.
So now, why do you think that you found that connection for you that really tied into your spiritual essence? Why do you think that so many people have a hard time doing that nowadays?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, nowadays, everything is about the 2-second, 6-second social media. They say that fish have a bigger attention span than humans these days.
Yes, they do. And if you believe in that, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so that we can be more attentive than a fish.
That's
Yeah,
right.
if that's you, make sure you like and subscribe.
I think
So
that doesn't apply to your listeners, though.
no, we got some great audiences out there. So Swami, tell me a little bit more about. So you started over time coaching people. Like, who's your target audience? Who is it that you want to meet and connect with?
Yeah, these days the group that most needs and most wants and most seeks out a holistic healing, spiritual healing are basically millennials.
Yeah,
It's going to be overlapping, but they are
yeah,
actively out there. What they're asking for is what Ayurveda is: root cause, heal from the root cause, personalize it, make it for me. Ayurveda does that, and on everything of target. I want to target I want to address this issue, not generalizations. And it does it really quickly. The first time I tried Ayurveda, I had the flu,
yeah.
and literally in 3 seconds or less, my flu was gone. So
Wow, that's fantastic. I wish I had you like when I had my asthma 30 years ago. But so tell us a little bit more about. So do you have an example that you can share about the person that you help guide, or I don't want to say coach, but coach or
yeah,
guide into their spiritual alignment, and kind of like, what does that look like? Like, what were their challenges before? What did you help do with them? And what was the end result?
yeah. So I had quite a number of people come in, and they're not sure what this is. This is back in 1980s. So
A lot of people don't know now. So, so I get it.
so I get these tepid neighbors, and they're I just want to talk about my digestion. Don't give me anything, don't give me anything else.
Don't give me the woo woo stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, don't take me down any weird paths. So we find out what their constitution is. So this person had
Yeah.
had not asthma, heartburn. So
Right.
okay, so what's going on? Well, I drive a limo, and I eat as I drive to my next event.
Oh boy.
And so I said, okay, here's some herbs to help with the heartburn. But the best thing you could do is lifestyle. Can you take 5 minutes, pull off to the side of the road and eat your sandwich? He goes, yeah. He came back the next week. He goes, it's all gone. Thank you very much. By the way, what else can you do?
Yeah. Yeah. It all starts with that. Oh, and one more thing, and one
Yeah.
more thing.
Now that I trust you, made a miracle happen. Bada
Oh, that's
boom,
beautiful.
bada bing.
Oh, I love that. And so you know what? You get a victory bear for that, because a lot of people don't realize
Mm,
we are already going through challenges in our life. We all need a coach, a healer, a guru, a master, somebody that is helping to not to lead our life, but to help guide our life.
Somebody
Because
who's been
truly, in the end, like, we are the shepherds of our own lives.
there. Yeah,
No
yeah,
one can do that for you.
right.
But you have to make a choice. Are you going to accept knowledge outside of what you know? And that's how you grow. It's not an ego thing to say, well, I know everything. Well, that becomes an ego thing, right?
Yeah,
Instead, if you realize there's always more knowledge you can absorb, and if
always.
you continue being the sponge in life, you will keep on growing. Really beautifully said, Swami. So tell us a little bit more about, we're going to shift gears a little bit, but before we do that, let me make sure that everybody has a chance to grab your free gift here. Now,
Sure.
you have a I I I I guess a
It's
PDF or something.
Yeah,
Can you tell us, like, so what are they going to get
sure.
when they grab
Yeah,
that?
you titled the show today, or I gave you the title of Cracking the Calm Code,
Yep.
moving from anxiety to, oh man.
Yeah.
And so I gave 3 sets of tips that you could follow and develop, and they're very simple. One of them is certain types of breathing that you can just calm yourself down in less than 3 minutes. Everything that comes to me by the grace of God is pretty instant. So I
Yeah.
have this ring that measures my heart rate, my HRV, my stress,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
if it's high, I notice it and I'll breathe, and within the minute, you see it drop 10, 20 points or more.
Yep. Hmm.
Those are the gifts that I'm giving you, 3 pages of tips the 3 tips, and each page has a different tip.
Oh, beautiful. I love that. And if you're getting some value, if you're on the live, you thrive, give us some thumbs up, give us some hearts so that we know that you're getting impact and value from this. We also want you to grab that link down below and make sure you comment that, I got it, or something, so that we know that you are learning and growing and making you the next version of yourself, because all of us are evolving every single day. It's just 1% growth daily. 1% a day is fast. don't kid yourself.
Yeah.
It's not slow. It's fast growth. So 1% a day. Just keep improving yourself, and don't compare to anybody else. Your goal is to be more improved from yourself from the day before.
Right.
That's it. It's all we can do. All right, Swami, fantastic. I love that. So make sure you grab that gift. And for those that are also on that have joined us recently, make sure you grab the link, and also like and subscribe for the channel, because it helps us grow and share more impact for the rest of the world. My goal is to create one billion mind shifts. I'm already over several thousand, and so it's a long road, but we're going to keep on going. All right, so let's ask you more about what they call in the speed round. Tell us a little bit more about you, and about you already touched upon a few of these things, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Sure.
Tell us like where you grew up and how you grew up.
I grew up in Long Island, New York suburbs, and how I grew up was middle class.
Yep.
And living in right about next to a park, so we had trees all around us. So I basically grew up sort of in a forest.
Like
So it
this,
was
huh?
really
Trees
nice.
all around. I
Yeah.
like it. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy
Happy
Turkey Day
Thanksgiving.
tomorrow if you celebrate. And what about I would say that people join a person out of business. Let's find more detail about you. Like growing up, did you have a favorite, like say like a favorite movie or a favorite book that kind of shaped the way you think today?
Boy, that's a way back when. I think the books that started to shape me, frankly, Roger, was after my parents passed, and I was into a spiritual seeking mode,
Oh,
because my life before that was kind of like something was missing, nothing ever fit, and nothing ever motivated me per se. Not that I was unmotivated; I was a happy
yeah.
kid, but I read a book called Leadership and the Self-Deception, I believe, by the Arbinger Institute.
What's it called? Leadership in self.
Leadership and self-deception.
Oh, okay.
And the idea is that it's it's our, like the doctor who when he went on vacation, suddenly the death of the patients in his hospital dropped. And when he came back, the death rate came back up. Turned out as he went from ward to ward, he was bringing the disease with him. Didn't even know.
Whoa.
So
Woo.
the idea is that the leader, if there's a problem, we got to fix it for ourselves.
Certainly.
And I live for self change, so that book really humbled me and helped me
Hmm.
find my inner aim of keeping myself improved.
Gotcha. Now, what about what's your favorite quote that inspires you?
That goes back to high school. That's an easy
Yeah.
one. It is. I was walking down the street, and there was a store with a big poster. We had the Dayglow posters back in the 60s. And it
Oh,
said, "If a man does not keep pace with his companions, let him step to the beat of the drummer he hears, no matter how measured or far away." Henry David Thoreau. And as I was just saying, Roger, suddenly somebody said to me, "You're not alone. If you're out of step with the rest of the world, you're not alone. Just keep going. Follow your beat." That was one of those life shifting moments. You know how you do it? You stand there, and
hmm.
suddenly you feel your life just changing.
I like it. I like it. And I was trying to type fast, but there it is. Excuse my typos there. You said if a man doesn't keep pace of his campaigns, let him keep pace with the pace of his own drum.
Yes.
And Henry David Thoreau. And I love how Thoreau, especially back in the day, was talking about how to simplify things in your life.
Yes.
And a lot of us right now have so many complications in life. That one word, simplify, simplify, simplify,
Simple.
is more appropriate now than ever. And so tell us, what about favorite kind of music? I always find this a fun thing because people love to have music, connects everybody.
Roger, I'm so eclectic
Yeah.
on my Apple, on my iPhone, all the things that I'll listen to something classical, into country
Yeah.
music, into rock, into blues, into uh, Gershwin, to back to the Beach Boys. It just whatever touches me, that's
Yeah.
that's what I add.
Yeah. It's funny. I just sang for a church service. I had to fill in as a bass singer, and there was this great piece by Arvo Pärt, P-A-R-T, but he had two little dots over the A, so it sounded like Pärt, and it was called "The Deer's Cry," and it was all about for those that are spiritual and go to church, it was all about, Christ is with me. And that feeling of that there's a spirituality that is inside you and with you at all times. And just beautifully said. But I also like hip hop. I also like opera. I also like jazz. And so I get what you're saying is like sometimes you're in different music creates different moods for you, or sometimes you're in the mood and you want something else.
Yeah.
So, by the way, this is my public service announcement. Don't forget, music is harmonic frequencies that bind us all together. When you hear a good song with a good beat, it don't matter what race you are, color, what financial situation, you can all enjoy together, because on this earth, what's beautiful is there is no race. There's one race, the human race. That's it.
Amen.
And so we got so many things that bring us together. Let's not look for reasons to cut us apart. What about what is your what's a fun fact about you that maybe people don't know?
A fun fact. I'm goofy. I'm quirky. I love to tell puns and watch people's faces go, oh.
Oh, so you tell dad jokes. Oh, fantastic. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to start now, because if I start, I won't stop. What about what's your favorite kind of food?
Indian food, hands down. Indian food, a close second is Italian and Mexican. So, but Indian I have that every day, lunch and dinner.
Oh, that's fantastic. So as it stands, I know the chef of our local, like a New Delhi restaurant right here in Philadelphia. They airdrop our food in for us. Yeah, hello. Yeah. Vasant, yeah, please. We need a pallet of like any food for our VIP guest in the green room. Thanks. So totally real call. And so you're gonna enjoy all that food. Please save me some. Usually my guests are hungry; they eat everything. So
no, I'm not that good. Half for you, half for me.
All right. So before we shift to our next segment, what is it that you want people to know about you?
About me. I want them to know that I feel like I'm born on this earth to help people help themselves. And I care. And I'm not here to make, like you said, I'm not here to make your life. I'm here to shine a light, to turn your light on for you, or raise the light so you see for yourself. Teach a man to fish and he eats forever, kind of an idea.
Yes.
So,
I love that.
And these ancient principles from India, from shamanism, they're amazing, and they fill in where Western ideas say it's impossible for whatever. Like you can't, it's impossible to heal diabetes. No, people, I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
And now there's cutting edge, Raj, all this cutting edge technologies of healing, light therapies and sound therapies and frequencies.
Listen to binaural beats. People don't realize how much that puts you into you're shifting from alpha state into the delta state, where you can actually start to create real habit change, because you're targeting your subconscious.
Yeah. Neuroplasticity exercises, somatic exercises. We can. There, I was just listening to a woman with neuroscience and a piano player. And he found, using neuroscience, he could just learn something, do it successfully 1 or 2 times in like 3 minutes, and stop, and then come back, and then later. And he learns much faster that way. There's just so much in our lives. That's
very cool. All right. Thank you, Swami Tirtha. We're going to send you to the green room, and please save me some food. So as we shift forward into our next segment, I want you to also think about your mind shift, how you're going to launch your new year. We have our annual end of year workshop on December 20th. Make sure you grab that link. And you want half off. Here is the clue. Mind Shift 50, all caps, Mind Shift, and the number 50. You get half off. So make sure you grab that link, only because you're watching us here live, so you know what the code is. So please join us. And if you want something even more, let's see here. I think we have this here. Yep, there it is. So there is the QR code. Make sure you grab that, and we will see you there. We're going to start to talk about your mind shift, how to optimize your health, wealth, and mind shift, your communication skills, and we're going to have some extra bonuses for those that are on the live. So let's just dive right in now. And, as we always say, if you want to start changing your life, sometimes you need to make waves, but sometimes you actually need to do something even more. You need to make a big splash.
When you throw a rock into a lake, what happens? No, there's a splash. You make an impact, and then you get waves. and then you don't know where those waves are going. Those waves are going past around the reeds, and you don't know where that impact is. So all of you out there, when you're on stage, you don't know where your impact is going to end. It's never going to end.
All right, folks. So in today's segment of 60-second mind shift, I want to ask you something. Have you ever thought that there was something outside of you, outside of what Swami Tirtha just touched upon, Western medicine, meaning something that there are two schools of thought when you go to medical school. There is the allopathic schools, and then you have the more didactic schools, right? The homeopathic school. So I'm sorry, I just said that backwards. So the allopathic school is like more traditional things where you have a pill, a potion, a injection, a needle, some kind of therapy, and that's what doctors are allowed to prescribe. Why can't they prescribe lifestyle changes? Why can't they tell you? See, they can suggest, but the American Medical Association says you cannot prescribe medicine. Why can't you prescribe water? Why can't you tell them you need to drink this much water every single day in order to clean out your body, excrete the waste products, and help reduce the impact of sugars on your diabetes? Why are they hamstrung by people? Now, in the homeopathic world, there are less restrictions, but also more questions, because a lot of it is not double-blinded clinical trial studies. That's okay. Sometimes you just know when something works. And when you know it works, who is anybody else to tell you that you are wrong? I would advise everybody to go out and seek alternative ways. If the traditional methods that have been used here are not working for you, seek alternatives, question, but also make sure that you are doing things that help you, not hurt you. So always take that caveat, is that there are a lot of other people out there also that will try to take advantage of you and try to trick you. Don't fall for that. Instead, have someone in your life that is also going on a similar journey. You can bounce ideas off each other, keep each other in check, and learn how to grow together. Because truly, suppose, I remember for me, once we got my grand piano in my house, I've always wanted one, and we never had space for it. But now that we have our own home, and we finally, a few years back, I said, I really wanted one, and so my wife kind of bought it for me, right? Let me buy it, and so that means she gifted it to me. Love you, honey. And so that's the first time for me it felt like the house felt like a home, because then for me music is such an integral part of my life. Because my speech impediment, music is the one time I felt free. And then playing on the piano, even though I'm self-taught, it just feels like you feel these frequencies. That's why live concerts are so important for you, because you feel the frequencies. It's not enough just to listen on the radio. What's happening is you create harmonic overtones when these frequencies overlap, and they make their own kind of music and frequencies, don't they? Right? So think about that, because in your life, you're going to be choosing how you live your life, how you overlay your own frequencies of the choices you make, because those are going to make harmonic overtones that create waves in your life and all the people around you. So let's bring Swami back and find out if he saved me any food. So Swami, how was all the food? You saved me any?
Bahut acha hai. Very good.
Beautiful, beautiful. So tell me, what do you think about that 60-second mind shift, the 60-second mind shift, and what would you add to it?
Yeah, I think I just took that time to breathe, do some breathing exercises and relax and yawning. And what I would add to it is you can implement it any moment in your life. I call it on the run meditation.
Oh, I like that.
You're stressed out. Don't go home and meditate for 30 minutes. You can't. You got a meeting to get to. Pull over or sit in your car for literally 30 seconds. Breathe, and you've calmed down. You've reset yourself.
Yes.
Another thing is say, thank you, God, for making this the best meeting possible, and then go into the meeting. Thank you for making this the best phone call possible. It always works out for me every time. No arguing, all peace, all connections.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Swami. You've been an amazing guest. You got to ring the Victor bell. Make sure you grab his link down below. There it is. If you're on the podcast, it'll be in the show notes. If you're on YouTube, it'll be in a banner. You are a smart audience. I believe in you. You will find it. So before we head up into the sunset, holding hands, singing Kumbaya, tell me a little bit, if someone gave you a blank check, what is your grand vision to change the world?
I would take my school and make it available to bring people in and raise their inner light, show them they've got all the power in the world, everything, the light. God said to me, light is more powerful than energy. So God said, let there be light. We are light. That's all we are. So that's my mission, bring 1 million people to raise their elevate their inner light.
I love it. Thank you so much for that, Swami. You've been amazing.
Thank
And
you.
for everybody else that's been watching on the live, you thrive. On the replay, you get to play again. This is your host, Coach Raja. As always, don't fake it till you make it. Believe it and become it. And we'll see everybody on the next show. Bye-bye. All right. So, Swami, quick 3 questions and we're out of here. Tell me just why did you want to be on my show today? Why here?
Well, when I saw you in one of the networking groups, I just connected to you. First off, you have all these interesting, unique things that you do.
I'm eclectic.
You're one of a kind. You're eclectic. And then there was just the heart that was there. And I said, I just was drawn. I have to follow my heart. I was drawn to compelled to say, hey.
Oh, and thank you so much for that, because I really truly believe in the pay it forward concept, and that's why this show grew so fast. Is that I'm trying to uplift others through it, and I ask you, Swami, pay it forward and help others, and that's I think that idea of trying to give and not expecting anything in return. We need more of out there in the world, because then when you give without expectation, that's when you truly feel that fulfillment. And really, this show has really fulfilled me. So I want to thank everybody that's been watching in the audience, and I'm grateful for all of you and for all of my guests. So please do keep on going and keep on doing the great things that you do. What was your biggest takeaway from the show today?
I just, for me, the present moment is everything. And being with you, I was very present, very centered, very calm, a lot of fun. It was if anybody's wondering how should I be in life, be like this, be happy, be yourself, be around people who help you be yourself, as opposed to, boy, I better do this to impress that person. No.
Gotcha. I love it. And so well said. Victory bell for that. What about on a scale of 1 to 10, just last question here, how much would you recommend me to somebody else's stage?
Oh, 10. I mean, if you want a real person who makes real changes in your heart and consciousness, and brings a lot of joy, that checks all the boxes for me. So that's a 10.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Swami. You've been amazing. Podcast crew knows what to do from here, and we are out of here. I want to say, everybody, thank you so much. And as always, I am grateful for all of you. Please go be great out there and just pay it forward. And that's it. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.